Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another League of Legends video. Today I'm gonna do a review of a game I played with Kled, and I played this in Diamond 4 MMR. This was actually my promo to Diamond 4. And what I've been doing recently is I've been practicing a lot of new champions to make guides for you guys, kind of like my last Tryndamere guide, which I made a lot of research for, and I want to make sure that I release those sorts of videos in the future, like really high quality content, which I put a lot of effort into and stuff like that you guys can learn a lot from. But meanwhile, I also want to put out kind of live gameplays and some reviews, so I kind of mix it up, because if I only make those high quality guides, I'm only gonna upload like once every 2 weeks. That wouldn't be that great. So in the meantime, I'm making other videos as well, and for example this video I'm making today, I'm doing a review of a Kled game I played, as I said, and I think this game was really good. I usually have kind of hit or miss games still with Kled. When I started out playing the champion, I basically inted every game, but now I'm more like have either really good games or games where I stomp early and kind of go to ham, or games where I just don't know the matchup. So now I'm kind of like inconsistent with the champion, but I'm still like getting a pretty good hang overall what to do with him. So in this game I'm playing versus a Nasus top, and Nasus is running face rush, which has become more popular recently because they nerfed Kleptomancy a while ago. But I still think the Klepto is better against tanks and kind of matchups where you can proc it a lot, but I'm not entirely against it against Kled, I guess, because it's quite good to have the mobility to maybe get out of harm's way, because when Kled reaches you in melee it can be quite hard. So at the start here, my bot lane kinda chases to get a 1-for-1, and we're setting up for a level 1 gank on Nasus. This is super good to do against champions that don't have an escape level 1. So here I land the Q on Nasus, and now he's basically fucked because I preemptively flash, so my hook, my pull in 100% lands, so even if he flashes he will still get pulled in. So he does the smart thing here. I'm gonna show you guys it again. He does the smart thing after he gets hit, because the only way out of this was to flash the Q from the beginning. Here he should have flashed the Q like this. Here he should have flashed, because now basically there's no way out for him, because I'm gonna preemptively flash like this. So as you can see, I flashed, and he's saving his flash now till the pull-in, and as soon as the pull-in comes he flashes, because otherwise he would have been pulled back a further distance. But he's still screwed in this situation. Jarvan could have just paffed forward here and get another auto, but instead he paffs out and then flashes in for the auto. Nevertheless, we get the kill, so it's still really good, but it could have been cleaner as well. But that was a really good play to go for, even though we misplayed it. We still ended up getting the kill and his flash, so that was actually really good to go for. So I'm just farming. I have nothing to be afraid of here, because we actually see Sejuani here, because Jarvan is kind of invading her, which is super good because I have pressure on top side. So here I'm gonna get my mount again, because Nasus tried to go in for some last hits, but I started attacking him, so I get my mount. And while I was doing this, I was watching this fight down here. They were kind of contesting the blue buff here, and so Sejuani and Ziggs and Vel'Koz and Jarvan are fighting here. So as you can see, we're kind of winning it, and now I come in for the Q on Sejuani, and she flashes, but I still get the pull-ins. Now I have double buffs as well, so a super good start for me. Basically some luck involved in this, but overall it was just that we made really good proactive plays and they responded poorly to it. Because the first play, it's really hard for Nasus to expect that. He probably should have played a little bit further back, but we did it pretty well. And then the contestation on the blue buff, it's really hard for Sejuani to just drop her buff and walk out. She loses a lot from that, so I can understand why they wanted to fight for it, and since I had priority in top lane, it was really good for us. So I'm just kinda chilling. I wanna stay in lane now and utilize my double buffs. If I did not get doubles here, I would have probably backed and bought like a Doran's Blade and a refillable or something, but now I'm in a really fine position to just chill in lane and CS. So here I get a good trade on him there, as you can see. I'm basically just pushing in the wave, taking my time with it, trying to deny some CS. But overall I'm in no danger here whatsoever. As you can see, Sejuani's bot, but even if she was top lane here, there's no way they can possibly kill me. I will actually probably kill them both if they come here, because I'm super strong. I have a level lead. Kled is extremely strong early, especially with Grasp. I'm actually gonna link the runes I used in this game in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And obviously I'm gonna make a detailed Kled guide in the future. So there are a couple of pages you can run on Kled basically, but Grasp is super good against champions with sustain. That's like the general thing. And also has a lot of sustain, obviously. Also I'm running domination secondary for more AD, and also the increased sustain and the damage from sudden impact. because you do get that proc a lot, because you get it every time you use E or your ult. So here we get an Infernal, which is super good for us. As you can see, I have not backed yet. I'm just pressuring Nasus here. I'm pushing in. I have a lot more CS than him. I'm basically 20 CS ahead here almost. So that's super good. He's gonna get a few of these. So yeah, I'm 18 CS ahead now. So here I take an aggressive trade on him and bait him in, because Jarvan is topside, so Nasus thinks he can kill me here. But I land the Q on him there, as you can see, and then Jarvan comes for the combo. He flashes after him. Nasus used flash as well, so that's good. We get his flash once more. And now we can just push in this wave to the tower. And our bot side is actually winning during this as well, because Nautilus is going super hard, as you can see. He's like popping off pretty hard. It's very rare to see a Nautilus player do well, but this guy was actually a beast in the early game at least. So here we get the tower, super good. I have a lot of gold now, so I'm gonna back. I actually have 3,500 gold here, I think, so I'm gonna back and buy the entire Titanic Hydra from just the Dwarven Shield. Super amazing for me. But here I'm kind of gonna go for an over-aggressive play. Sadly, I saw Sejuani on a ward here, so I knew she was here, and I also know that mid is missing, but I still wanted to go for Nasus here because I'm so strong. As you can see, I deal a lot of damage to him. I'm insanely strong here, but he kinda pops his ultimate and survives, and here I really want to go for the kill, so I flash in. I could have flashed out here and just survived super greedy, and as you can see, if this pull in would have landed, he would have died, but it just barely breaks because I get CC'd by these two, so I die here. But luckily my team does a play on the bot side, which ends up working quite fine, because it's a league of stopwatch, as you can see here. Stopwatch used there, and stopwatch here, and they both live. So we get the tower here as well, and I ended up going down. It was a super bad play to go for, honestly, but I just wanted to kill Nasus really badly. So bad by me. So here I TP to lane again, start to push in the wave. Just want to make sure I have a lot of pressure in this game. So I'm gonna push the next wave as well. So as you can see, my CS is actually pretty good. Get some damage here with Demolish, I walk out. And here, since we have the tempo advantage, they just had a skirmish here, and our team came out on top because two of their people backed. And I shoved Nasus here, so he can't really rotate without being super late. We end up getting the mid tower here because we had the tempo advantage, so that's really good. So now we have all three outers, so the early game has kind of ended. We're now transitioning into the mid game, which is really good. You want to make sure that Nasus has a really short laning phase, so it doesn't get to just stack for free. And Kled is, in my opinion, one of the best champions for top lane in the mid game, because he can just roam around the map with his ultimate, and he shoves really fast, so he has a lot of priority in side lanes, and he's overall super strong in the mid game. So we're gonna go for Herald, because I shoved Nasus in again. As you can see, this is one example of this, where I can shove him in and then just rotate to an objective. So we end up getting the Herald, and we also get the Drake on the bot side, because we have so much pressure. So now I'm gonna take some of these plants, and I'm gonna shove in top again. My team is gonna go mid here and put down Herald, while I'm pushing in top lane here. So since they kind of have to react to this Herald, I basically get a free tower here. Nasus walks up and tries to stop me, so I get the tower really low, walk out when he has withered me, and then I walk back in again. My team is kind of winning the fight here, so that's good, but it's pretty close. And here I make a mistake by walking up here. I should have trailed Nasus harder here, but I ultimate after him instead, like this, and I land on him there. I get the Q on Rakan, but Rakan jumps out, so I don't get the kill there, unfortunately. And now since Nasus still has his ult on, he kind of wanted to look for something here, but it's really hard for them to kill us. But here my team actually wants to fight as well, so everyone is just throwing out abilities, but no one is dying, nothing is really happening, so quite uninteresting, honestly. But we end up getting both the tier 2 towers, so it ended up being really good for us. So I'm gonna do a greedy recall here. Sejuani barely stops me in time here, and now they really try to chase me down here. So Sejuani lands the stun on me, but Jarvan is pretty close, and my team is coming from mid, and Caitlyn is coming from bot. So as you can see here, I'm really close to getting my mount. So I get the Q there, and now Rakan comes up for the knockup, but I get the auto on him before he knocks me up, so I actually live with my mount. And now Vel'Koz wants to join in this fight, so he lands the Q on them there, really nice. And we're trying to chase them down, but we're not really getting anything. So overall, again, a fight where no one really died, but overall it's fine for us, because the fight started from me making a mistake by doing a greedy recall, so kind of a zero advantage gain situation was good from the starting position I put us in, which was my bad, of course. But so this game I have really good CS. I have 140 at 15, and Nasus has 96, and I'm also 1-1 and 2, so overall thus far I'm doing quite well for myself. I just farmed up a big wave here as well, so now I'm at pretty much perfect CS actually. So I'm pushing in the top wave again. Oops, trying to just get as much CS as I can here before the next objective kind of happens. So here I see Sejuani top side, And now, since they are 2 top, we should have an advantage bot, but Nautilus is kind of farming mid for no reason. As you can see, we're kind of getting screwed here. Vel'Koz is pretty much dead here, but I TP because I really want to solve this situation, so Vel'Koz ends up going down, but I land my ultimate on Nasus, and I land the Q on him as well, so I kill him. Very nice, but this was not worth. It was a 1-for-1 trade, and I used my teleport, but it is worth if we get the tower, so we're gonna try to commit for that now. Because they had still 1 person top, so it's 4v4 here on the bot side. So here, or it's actually 4v3, I mean. So here we start hitting the tower, and we end up getting it. So Nautilus tries to go in here. This is quite bad. I should not have followed up on that either. And he uses the ultimate. I mean, it was good if we were gonna disengage, but it looked like he was trying to engage because he was walking forward. So quite weird, honestly. Sivir uses her ultimate here, and we're trying to walk out. There's not really much for me to do here. I can't really go in. Nasus uses TP as well. Jarvan misses his EQ over the wall and dies, but Caitlyn ends up sniping Rakan, so we get the 1-for-1. We probably should not have gotten a 1-for-1 there. We kind of overstayed pretty badly. It was not a good play to go for, but it ended up alright, I guess. We got the tower and the Nasus teleport, and we're gonna use our advantage even more now, because now we not only have the side lane priority over Nasus, but he doesn't have TP either, so he has no way to join fights, basically. So here I'm just gonna push in the wave. I'm gonna stand here and look for a pick. My team is doing Drake. Nasus is kind of free farming here. This is really bad for us because we don't want him to get super strong. So I really want to make sure we force something here. So I'm gonna go into Sejuani, do a lot of damage with Titanic on both of them actually. Rakan comes for me as well. 6 is here as well. My team is kind of dancing around here doing nothing. I would prefer if they walked topside and took this wave and maybe got some vision here after Drake, but instead they kind of walk around. Now they shove in mid, so that's good at least. I'm gonna shove in bot here, so Nasus is gonna have to respond to this. So I'm just shoving it really fast. As you can see with Titanic and Kled Q, you basically instantly clear waves. So I'm just pushing up again. I see Nasus here, and as soon as I see Nasus, I really want to make sure I try to get a fight here, because Nasus has no way to join this, and obviously he has to farm up these creeps. It would be really dumb for him to just let me take their towers, so I'm gonna try to get an initiate, and we see 2 of their members here, so I'm gonna try to ultimate, but unfortunately they both get out. But now we're in a super good spot. This is kinda a really good situation to try to force Nash, because we're all on this side here, and they're all like way back here, and you can see the waves, like this wave is pushing in, so they're actually gonna push this wave as well here. But as you can see, it's kind of like pressure down through their side, and this wave is in our tower. Nasus has to farm this up, obviously, and this wave is also on their side of the map, so it's pretty good to force Nash here. And since we're so ahead and our comp has kind of hit a power spike and their comp is still ramping up, it's super good to force objectives here. And also in this choke right here where they're trying to walk through, as you can see, Vel'Koz can do so much in this situation, so he's just doing a lot of damage. Here I'm just tanking Baron with Jarvan, and Sejuani comes in, tries for desperate steal, but we kill her before she can. Nautilus frontlines very well there, our carries both have very good positioning, and we end up winning the fight quite convincingly, and we also got the Baron, so that was a really good play to go for. It looked kind of messy, I guess, because we were 5 versus 5 and we were tanking Nash, but we were in such good position that was actually a good Nash call in my opinion. Maybe not needed. We could have probably won the game standard, but I don't know, we have to mess that up so badly to lose that fight, so I'm very comfortable with making those sorts of calls. So here's Sivir is pushing up, she's just inting basically. I don't know what she's doing. She's kind of tilted, I guess, at this point. I would be as well. But as you can see, this game now, it's 21 minutes in. I have 212 farm and I have 3-1 and 3. I'm basically initiating fights. I'm frontlining, tanking objectives. And I also won my lane super hard. So this was actually a really good Kled performance for me. I wish I played this well every game on Kled, obviously. But here, I'm looking for a pick on anyone. But it's Nasus that walks up, unfortunately. He's their tankiest member. But it's still fine because we have so many people here. They're gonna proc my mount here, but I'm gonna auto them here, do the Q to kite him, auto, get the shield from Nautilus, really nice of him. And now I get my mount again, and then I kill Nasus. Our Nautilus really wants to engage here, so he lands the hook onto Siggs. He uses the ultimate. Vel'Koz gets a really nice ultimate here as well. And so I see this and I'm like, I have to go in here, they're so low and Nasus is still dead. So I actually get the ultimate on Siggs, so I get him immediately. And I see that these 2 are dead here, so I try to go for Sedge here, but she's so tanky and no one can really reach her, so we don't end up getting her, unfortunately. But it was still good overall, so... And now we're pushing down the tower here, and the inhib, so that's quite good for us. And now they think they can end for some reason. I kind of backping them here because I really just want to take the second inhibitor. I don't think we have the end here. We don't really push towers that fast, so this is kind of weird. Maybe we could have got it if the enemy team inted, but I really don't like playing around those sorts of situations, so... This is kind of overextended, kind of bad, but we end up getting the inhibitor because I stayed to push it at least, and now we're just gonna try to walk out, so we use our Baron recall and we get out, which is nice. Vel'Koz kind of stays and pokes around here. I'm not sure what this is actually. It's more luck than anything that he survives. I mean, he plays it well mechanically, but he should never be in this position. It does nothing for us. So I'm just spamming top. I want to go 5 people top and end the game here. Gonna grab the red buff because Caitlyn took theirs. So here we're gonna just push up here and try to make our team group. Everyone is kinda fucking around here, not doing much. And here randomly Sivir stands in this bush trying to get a catch. She actually almost killed Vel'Koz, but I'm just gonna ult on her and pop her with the Titanic auto for half of her HP. Very fun to play AD carry against the Fed Kled. And now the game is pretty much over, obviously. We have taken both of their inhibs, we're really far ahead. This wave's crashing here, and I'm just kinda messing around here, trying to get some kills, I guess, but we don't end up getting that much. But overall the game is over at this point. But anyways guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you like this sort of videos. If you do, leave a like on this video, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.